The ultimate showdown. 2 writers, 2 fanfiction scripts. And only you can choose which one wins. It's the fanfiction showdown.
Hello, I am Ben O'Brien. Welcome to the Fanfiction Showdown, the show where 2 writers go head-to-head in a fan script battle to the death. Who wins? You decide. That's right, you, the viewer, will decide which script is better. We are going to vote at the end, so get in the chat, adultswim.com/chat, and put in any comments, thoughts, opinions, questions, everything throughout the show. And we're going to be checking in with that and seeing what you have to say. So today we're doing Sex in the City. That's pretty exciting. That's pretty fun. Also, a special thing today is that we are matching any donations to any pro-BLM movement, bail fund, Minnesota Relief Fund, whatever you got, send it to fanficshowdown@gmail.com. And we will match the donations up to $2,000 plus maybe a little more. So we're gonna be checking on that throughout the show, so please do that. Keep that coming in. All right, I have to introduce to you, we always have a special guest on the show, and tonight is no different. Okay, I'm really pumped about our special guest tonight because they are my 15th. This is my list of my order of best friends, and this person is my 15th best friend. They are an amazing, hilarious comedian. They've been doing a live stream every night. They've been raising money and getting involved and doing all sorts of amazing things. Please welcome to the show, Lorelei Ramirez. Go ahead, Lorelei. Say hello.
Hi. Thanks for having me here.
Wow. That's cool. Okay. Thanks, Lorelei. All right. Now I have to introduce the two people that I met a long time ago and haven't been able to get rid of from my life. The first one is
My first?
Nope. The first one is my 5th best friend, Robbie Ratcliffe.
Hey Ben, thank you so much for having me back on the show. So excited to be here with Lorelei. Lorelei, it's such an honor to be with you, to be working with you tonight as we work together to take cricket off of Ben's friends list to win the competition. So in such a decisive way that cricket's name is stricken off the list utterly and completely.
Thank you, Robbie. Okay, and contestant number 2. So Robbie's the first contestant. Contestant number 2 is, as always, my second best friend in the world. That could change. It just depends on how things go tonight. But right now, she's number 2. Please welcome once again to the show, Cricket Arison. I love
Hi,
you,
Ben.
Cricket.
Hi, Lorelei. I'm so happy you're here. Robbie, I'm so happy you're here. I know you were just joking when you said you were going to strike me from Ben's friend list because I am tattooed on his heart permanently. Really happy to be back in the number 2 slot and really happy to be here with all of you. Thank you.
I'm happy that you're here, Cricket, because I want you to feel the full force of elimination that will be happening tonight because of this incredible script that I've written for the show.
Okay, I've written an incredible script. I'm sure
Cricket,
Robbie's script is
you're taking
really
time.
good.
You're taking time away from Lorelei, who's really important to the show right now. So I think you should stop.
Certain that both of your scripts are good.
Thank you, Ben.
Okay, so I guess it's time for the rules as usual. So let's
Ben,
go. What?
Aren't you gonna ask me about something?
I don't know. What?
Are you gonna ask me if I sent you a drawing? Ben?
I know you sent me a drawing, and I was just hoping we didn't have to do the drawings.
Lorelei, please.
What?
No, Lorelei, I love it.
Ben,
All right.
a drawing. Are you? Can you?
Let's see
Everybody,
the drawing.
please. I worked on this really hard.
I want to see Robbie's drawing.
This is a part of the show that is unsanctioned, but is consistently forced upon.
So I drew that. It took me a really long time to find something interesting to draw about Sex and the City. So I decided that the blonde woman from the show needed to
Carrie.
be changed, and so I changed her into the mask.
No woman needs to be changed, Robbie. But I appreciate your drawing.
Okay.
I agree with
Oh my
Cricket.
Every
Okay,
woman
well,
is fine just
we're
the way she
I
is.
think I
None
don't
of them.
tell you
Like
guys
the
how to
mask.
make your art.
Oh,
That's
speaking of my art. Oh,
You made that the mask?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the mask, but that's not our theme this week. But speaking of my art, I made a drawing too this week. Robbie's
The
such a
mask
good
changes
representational
everybody.
artist that I decided to do something like I closed my eyes and I just kind of drew what I felt. It's not representational. It's a little more abstract. Can we get my abstract drawing up? That is, I
Oh
thought.
wow, that's beautiful, Cricket.
I have no. I
Lorelei.
don't know what I'm looking at. It doesn't make any sense. The mask changes people.
Art is just a
it
feeling,
takes boring people and makes them
Robbie.
exciting. It gives them a Tommy gun and crazy torpedo wolf eyes.
I don't know why I drew
They're
what I
like,
drew. I
alright,
just
okay,
thought
look,
about
hey,
sex
look, all right, I didn't
Tell me
want.
more
and
because
the city.
I'm very interested in what you drew.
I'm gonna
All
say
right.
that was directed to me.
We need to move on. I don't like doing the drawings. I hate it. It hurts me. I hate
Wait,
this.
nobody told me they were showing drawings because I could have shown one too.
Oh, that's a good
Well, they
point.
don't
Because we
show
could have had,
drawing.
if we had shown Lorelei's drawing, we wouldn't have had to show Cricket's drawing.
Yeah.
My drawing was really.
And then it
that's
wouldn't
a
have
red
to be
card.
on the list. Fine.
All right, let's go on. We have to talk now. We have to talk about the rules. All right, no longer than 7 pages. One character must say we're about halfway through. That signals the mid-script break. Characters are going to be Carrie, Miranda, and Samantha. Now, here are the very specific Sex and the City rules. Carrie is wearing cargo shorts. 1 year passes. Someone bulk orders crackers and doesn't have a place to store them. Samantha receives word that she is being protected at all times by an invisible police officer, Officer Invisible, who communicates through post-it notes. Samantha reveals that she has married Rudy Giuliani. Someone confesses that they don't know what all the staircases leading underground are for, subway entrances. Someone has sex with a cake. And lastly, Miranda gets a job as a grave digger. These are the sacred rules.
feeling really good about my script and the rules this week.
Anytime a script gets one of the rules, they get a green card.
That's awesome. I want to get
Okay.
every single green card this episode, including the green cards that Cricket gets.
You
if
can have
you-
my green cards,
if-
but you also have to take my red
If
cards.
you start talking over me and talking over each other, and there it is. You get one of these. Or if you miss a rule or you mess up a rule, like because Cricket did that almost.
Almost.
I think did you do it for real? I think you did it real though.
I
think you did mess
that was
one
2
up.
weeks ago. That was Frasier.
I think he did.
I
I
messed
think
up
he
a
did.
rule. I did mess up a rule.
But
But not this week, buddy.
And
Okay,
so,
great.
and she lost, and that was an important lesson.
That was an important lesson for Cricket. She almost fell out of second place on my friends list, but she did not. Okay, so
Wait, who's first?
who goes first? That's an
No.
excellent question, Lorelei.
No,
It's
who's
not-
first on the friends list?
It's Mason. Okay, so great. Who goes first? Let's use that as a transition to the next thing anyway, because that was like a really good transition. Oh, yeah, you're right. Who goes first, Lorelei? It's time for the coin toss.
Oh wait, I hope that I win the coin toss.
Hold
I
up,
feel like
Robbie.
it's my night.
I'm feeling good
to
about
win the
this.
coin toss, and this is the big night for Robbie, and we are just so eagerly waiting.
Cricket.
I get to go first. I won the coin toss. Thank you, Ben.
That's right.
Thank you,
No
Robbie.
problem.
All right.
I love to help.
The game is
Okay.
a lie.
All right, Cricket, take it away.
Okay.
What happens
If
when
everyone
you
could
win?
please open my script. It's called Sex Head. It's written by me. Lorelei, I would love it if you would play Carrie.
Absolutely different.
Wonderful. Robbie, if you could read for Miranda. She's a lawyer. She's a little bit more uptight, and I'm
would
going
like
to be
to-
reading for
It
Samantha.
seems like Carrie has more lines, so I would like to change. if
there's
I could
no
just suggestion
small
that we don't
parts.
cha-
there's no
okay.
small parts. There's only people who
So-
complain.
You say that, but there's
So,
less
okay,
lines
let's-
for.
Ben,
I'm looking
I would
at the
love it if
script
you would
and-
read
Wait,
stage directions.
I'm already in character for.
You look beautiful.
You're
That's
doing
just
great.
like Carrie's golden hair.
Yeah.
Lorelei does look beautiful.
You look
And,
great.
I would like to make sure that when the compliments, when you say, "Oh, this person gave me a compliment," this person gave me a compliment.
Okay, can we
But I'm
start? It's
added
my
to that
my
list.
script's called
We're
Sex
gonna
Head.
start.
Ben,
We're gonna start.
you can take it away.
All right, thank you, Cricket. Fade up on a trendy Manhattan loft. Soft sunlight filters through the curtains. Three beautiful smiling friends sit around a kitchen table.
Best friends, smiling best friends.
Three beautiful smiling best friends sit around a kitchen table. In the middle of the table are three Magnolia Bakery cupcakes, and next to those is the severed head of their fourth best friend, Charlotte. Carrie begins composing that week's column in her head. Her hands tap the table in front of her as if it were a keyboard.
All books take place in New York City. At least I think that's true. As a person, I'm not sure, but as a woman,
She hasn't said anything for hours.
Of course she hasn't. She is dead, sweetie.
Not Charlotte. Carrie.
Carrie's in shock. I am too, but it's nothing a good dick couldn't fuck out of me.
I can't believe we just murdered our fourth best friend and you're still talking about having sex.
Honey, if my head was the one on that table, it would still be talking about having sex. Sex is when a dick goes in and out. You have to have both, or it just doesn't work.
Miranda and Samantha laugh.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Carrie continues fake typing.
I know that books aren't real, but there are books in New York City, and New York City is real. So what if thinking about books while I'm in New York City makes the books become more real? That would be bad, because Nancy Drew lives in books, and if she became real, she might figure out what happened to Charlotte.
The doorbell rings.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Carrie doesn't move. Samantha and Miranda slowly get up and creep to the door.
Whoever it is, let's distract him.
They open the door 1 inch and each squeeze a single bare tit through the opening. It hurts because it's not quite wide enough. A delivery person mutters in the background.
What did he say?
She says the crackers are here and asks if she should bring them inside and put them on the kitchen table.
No, no, thank you. We'll do it.
They open the door all the way and put their tits back in their shirts. The whole hallway is full of crackers.
Oh
This is
my
pornography.
goodness. It's not, no, a tit is a beautiful part of nature.
A tit
Yeah.
is
A
beautiful,
tit is-
and
a
it is,
tit is
and
the
it is
Tit is a
also
beautiful part of nature.
Everybody
a tit
has a tit.
Yeah, everybody
Well,
has
then
a
A
tit.
tit is what comes
Everybody.
out in the second or third minute
Okay,
of pornography.
How do
Look,
you know?
the official ruling is a
How do
tit
you
is
know?
beautiful and it is also porn. Please continue.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, okay, we're looking at the crackers in the hallway. I'm Samantha. Oh my goodness. Cars, water crackers. Cars, water crackers. My favorite crackers. Cars, water crackers.
Samantha looks directly into the camera as she says this, and then looks back at the delivery person, who is gorgeous.
Wow, I'd kill for skin like that.
Samantha licks her lips and leans in.
Samantha. She's just joking. To the,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
sorry,
talking
you
to
said-
the
yeah.
to the delivery person,
Samantha,
Samantha.
And then
to
it's to the delivery woman.
she's just joking.
There you go.
We'd never kill anyone because their skin was too good. That would be very immature. We value what's inside the skin much more than the skin itself. By that I mean ephemeral things like kindness, not literal things like bones. Here's my signature.
Okay, you're a little David Lynchy right now. And Miranda is a sophisticated city
Here's my
woman.
signature. No, it's an accent.
It's like a
Is there
David
accent?
Lynch accent. And I
Here's
need you
what
to
not my literal things like bones.
Okay, it's fine.
All right,
it's fine.
all right.
Robbie's
Here's my
limited. But I
We don't-
respect
here's
him.
my signature.
The clock is
Okay.
ticking. Okay. As Miranda signs, her hand brushes the arm of the cracker delivery person.
Wow, your hands are soft though. I have read in Reading magazine that men love it when their hands that stroke their dicks are extra soft. What's your routine? See, it's different.
That was good. I like that.
Samantha and Miranda begin bringing the crackers into the apartment as the delivery person explains her hand care routine in the background. It's complex and involves both physical and chemical exfoliants. Finally, she leaves and they lock the door.
Ooh, that was close. Hey, there's nowhere to put these cars' water crackers. And why are you and I doing this? This isn't even our apartment. Carrie. And that was the rule about cracker
Oh, I know. I got it. I got you. Carrie is still sitting at the kitchen table, not speaking. Her voiceover continues.
Is it okay to cause other people pain? Because ultimately, my own mind is the only one I definitely know exists. And if no one else is real, can I do whatever I want? And if I don't think about Nancy Drew books, does that prevent her from coming to life and catching me? And most importantly, as somebody who lives in New York City, am I braver than anybody else who has ever lived? Here's what I say: yes, 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 and God, yes.
You're perfect, Carrie.
The usually calm Miranda is losing her shit at Carrie's silence.
Snap out of it. We need a fucking plan. We need a plan right now.
I've got a fucking plan. I plan to fuck someone tonight.
That's not funny, Samantha. We're about halfway through. There's no time for jokes.
Okay, we're stopping there. That's she said we're about halfway through. Ding, ding, ding. It's time for the mid-script break. Robbie,
this is where I get to complain about Cricket.
No.
Making me change the accent that I was doing in the middle of
No. So
That's
mid-script break.
what a director is. You did that to me about my British accent, and I did a really good
I
job.
don't remember anything that you're talking about. What I can only respond to the things that have happened between 2 or 3 minutes ago.
Okay.
Which,
well, in that case, I'm
I
sorry
guess
for
is the
making
time,
you
is,
keep
which
your
is the time
accent.
that takes for tits
It's not
to
a
come
criticism.
out in a
It's
porno.
a
There's
a suggestion.
There's such little time in this world. So,
Okay.
first of all, if you're just tuning in, we just read the first half of Cricket's Sex in the City script.
Sex head.
Charlotte's head has been severed, and all that. So, if you know, that's pretty cool. So tell us what you think in the chat. Let's just get a read on the chat real quick. Chat is saying R.I.P. Charlotte. Juicy says good Samantha voice.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we're getting a lot of green cards, and then Mossy Lump says this is incredible so far. So things are going good. Cricket,
Thank
can
you,
you tell us
Mossy Lump.
what Sex in the City means to you, and give us kind of a little bit of your personal association with Sex in the City?
I genuinely believe that Sex in the City is single-handedly responsible for making large parts of our culture much, much worse. And
all right, thanks, Cricket. That was great.
Cricket.
All right,
That's
let's
what a
get
great
back to the
answer. It's good when
script,
you stop.
everybody.
Absolutely.
Lorelei's doing a cool spoon thing.
I know, that is
Yeah,
cool.
can we get? I think if Lorelei does a cool trick like that during Cricket's thing, Lorelei gets Cricket's points, right?
I think
Lorelei can have my
Lorelei gets a
points.
green card for the spoon trick they're doing.
Yes.
Ding me, thank you. Okay, we're back into the script, and here we go.
Okay. I'm gonna take it from my line. I've got a fucking plan. I plan to fuck someone tonight. Miranda.
Robbie?
I've got a wait. That's
Nope,
not
that's my
funny.
line.
That's not that's not funny, Samantha. We're about halfway through. There's no time for joke.
Oh, relax. Officer Invisible will protect us.
What?
Officer Invisible. He's protected me since birth. He writes post-it notes to tell me when I'm in danger. And so far today, I haven't seen a single post-it note, so I know no one's on to us.
Officer Invisible? Fuck the police. Wow, I don't know why I just said that. It's very out of character for me. It almost felt like someone else was saying it through my mouth. Must be the stress.
Besides, if Officer Invisible doesn't protect us, my new husband will.
Your what?
My new hubby.
You got married?
Yes, to Rudy Giuliani here.
Samantha pulls out a Hitachi magic wand and slaps it on the table. I believe that is a vibrator.
It is.
Yes.
Oh my God! What is
Very-
former
one of the
mayor?
best.
What
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
what? What are they talking?
One of the best.
Robbie, you don't want to know.
Just
man.
say your line,
it'll
Robbie,
Just,
it's
it'll
cool.
just upset you.
One of
dude.
the best
Oh.
vibrators in the world. I mean,
Yeah.
recommended by nearly.
And it's actually more affordable than I thought.
Yeah, it's
Oh my God! What is former mayor of New York City Rudy? Wait, I got to say this right. Rudy. What is former? What is former mayor of New York City Rudy Giuliani? doing here on Carrie's kitchen table?
That was really good. I'm just going to say it one more time just to make sure that everyone understood how good you said it. Oh my God, what is former mayor of New York City, Rudy Giuliani, doing here on Carrie's kitchen table?
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said it really good.
The vibrator that is Rudy Giuliani turns on and vibrates Charlotte's head, which starts splattering blood all over the cupcakes.
Uh-oh, bad boy. Better save these sinful cupcakes. Sin.
Samantha grabs Rudy Giuliani and the cupcakes and quietly begins humping them both in the corner. Carrie sits silently, typing away on the table.
Could I get a green card for having sex with a cake?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot about this.
Thank you.
That's a cupcake. That's it. I don't think that's.
I love myself, and that's what's important. For someone else to love me, they have to be as great as I am, which is impossible. So it's okay that nobody loves me. Speaking of love, I read that Buddha says, change comes from within, which means I could do whatever I want, because doing stuff happens on the outside. So what if I killed Charlotte? That would be okay. It's religion.
Everyone listen. Everyone listen the fuck up. We have to come up with a plan, and I'm the only sane person here. So I guess I'll do it. Okay, you know those stairways they have in the middle of the streets? They go down. I'm not sure what they are, but it seems like no one uses them, and that's the perfect place to hide the body. The head is a different story.
Miranda continues explaining her plan. By the end of the explanation, a year has passed. Carrie is still at the table, silent. Samantha is exhausted in the corner, sleepily humping the cupcakes. Charlotte's head has rotted and is covered in flies.
And that's when you come in with the hors d'oeuvres. You got it? Good.
Carrie stands up from the table. Samantha and Miranda scream.
Ah! Your pants! What happened to your pants?
Carrie is wearing cargo shorts because she's been sitting there for a year and they are caked with piss and shit. That's a question for that, I guess.
It's just poop.
Wait, what?
It's just poop.
It's
Robbie,
just
you have
poop.
a
Oh,
line.
not that. I got distracted. I don't know what Lorelei's doing. It's distracting.
Lorelei is showing us the poop cargo shorts.
Not that. Are those pockets up the size of your shorts? Who are you?
Carrie is wearing cargo shorts. Oh, wait.
Nope.
I already did that. Sorry. We take a 10-minute commercial break. It's one long commercial for piss and shit to put on your cargo shorts. It's one long commercial for piss and shit to put on your cargo shorts. Okay. Lorelei?
Me? Me? I'm Carrie. Best person. Beautiful. Love myself. Don't think about Nancy Drew.
We don't have time for this shit. Let's go.
I just want to compliment Lorelei's physicality. They're killing it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Miranda and Samantha. Miranda and
that. You want me to do that, Ben?
No, you're fine.
No.
Just concentrate on saying the words as they're written on the page, Robbie.
Miranda and Samantha run out the door. Carrie stumbles to her computer and begins typing. Fade to black. Pretty cool. 2 hours later, the door bursts open. Miranda and Samantha run back into the apartment.
Did you get the cake?
Samantha holds up a Magnolia Bakery cake that she has obviously already had sex with.
I'm bringing new meaning to the phrase, have sex with your cake.
But it's ruined.
Don't worry. I got a backup.
She holds up another pristine cake.
You're perfect, sweetie. I got a job at the local cemetery digging up graves, and I stole a caterer's uniform from the graveyard caterers. Carrie, did you send in the column that gives us a clear alibi for the night that Charlotte was murdered?
Yes. Send column to Vogue. Called it when we didn't kill Charlotte. Books aren't real, you know. What? New York City is real.
Carrie collapses. No one cares. Miranda and Samantha take the icing off the Magnolia cake and spread it on Charlotte's decomposed head. Samantha puts on a graveyard caterer's uniform and puts the icing-covered head on a cake platter.
Robbie, this is like the final
line, so I
monologue,
gotta get it right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So you take the head to the funeral reception and throw it in the grave. I'll stand by with dirt and cover it real fast. But first, cheers to a group of women or should I say girls, who can do anything they set their minds to.
All three clink glasses with champagne. They run off to hide the body. They get away with it, of course. They live the rest of their natural lives. They die. There's no afterlife, so they're never punished for what they have done. The end.
The end.
Great job.
Sex
Great
head.
job.
Thank
Great
you.
job.
That was sex head.
Thank
Great
you.
job, Lorelei. You
was
really did
absolutely
everything. This is
amazing.
this is
Thank
the
you so
part of the
much.
show you haven't been on the show before. This is the part of the show where I compliment you,
Robbie?
Lorelei, for
Robbie,
doing what you can with a weak ass
you-
script that's gonna get blown out of the water.
I don't
you
think it's
don't-
weak ass.
You
Exactly.
don't tell people what parts of the show are. I do that. Okay?
Yeah.
What are you
This
talking
is the time for
Wait,
cricket-
guys, this is the part of the show where I tell you how much I love you.
Oh, I love this part of the show.
No, I don't
I
think
love you
so.
too,
Lorelei doesn't
Lorelei.
have this.
it's
Yeah, I
time
love
for-
you, Cricket. I
it's time-
love
we
you,
gotta-
Ben. I
we're-
love you, Robbie.
We're
Love
checking
you-
in
love
with the
you,
chat. It's time for Cricket's questions.
Lorelei, I think you have $1 million smile.
Okay, let's get these questions from the chat.
Look at
Uh,
those. Get him. Can I see the that view?
KP Sendy says Robbie's walls do be moaning.
good.
Don't know what
Hell
that
yeah,
means, but
KP.
it's funny.
Florida brother.
Sage
Oh.
says this is
You.
the kind of content HBO needs. We're looking for questions. Questions.
I accept compliments too. Compliment is sort of like a question that you already know the answer to.
I would like some compliments too, though.
I would like to say that my favorite line from Sex Head was "Doing stuff happens on the outside."
Oh, thank
I think
you.
That's cool.
Yeah,
It's a good observation.
thank you.
Like- What kind of porno is that called?
Not everything is a porno, Robbie.
Cricket.
I love the
So-
piss and shit part. I think
Thank
that
you.
was very good.
Thanks, you acted that part
Okay,
really well.
Shark
you.
Farts wants to know how was it obvious that Miranda had sex with the cake?
Oh, it wasn't Miranda. Oh,
Yeah,
it was
Samantha.
It was Samantha who'd had sex with the cake, and there was sort of a crotch imprint in it. I mean, we have all seen that, right? Like, we've all seen what a cake looks like when there's like a crotch imprint in it. Like,
yeah,
what? Yeah,
we've all
like,
seen the cake
squeezed-
with a crotch imprint.
yeah,
In my
Okay.
yeah, exactly.
How do
yeah.
you?
It's perfect.
What is that? What is that called? What Lorelei's doing?
That's all the
Crotch.
questions. That's all. I can't. No one's asking questions. Oh, how
I'm
much studying
asking a
did you do,
question.
Cricket? How much research did you do?
I watched one episode from the 3rd season of Sex and the City, and I hated every moment.
Okay.
But I'm happy to be here, and I'm really happy to be here with my friend Robbie, who's an inspirational writer to me, and Ben, who's keeping us all online.
Yeah.
Keeping us all online.
Lorelei, keeping us all
All right.
smiling and
Thank
happy.
you, Cricket. Just want to say, if you're just tuning in, we just finished Cricket Sex in the City script. It was
Sex head.
It was something.
Kind of sounds like sex
And,
ed, but it's sex head.
And just want to say that, just
Sex
remind people
head.
that we are matching donations to any pro BLM organization all night. Send it to fanficshowdown@gmail.com. Send us proof of your donation, and we will match the donations. Do it up to $2,000. Ding, ding, ding.
and if you comment on the chat how much you donated, I'll send you a kiss.
Ooh.
Whoa, okay.
From that $1 million smile.
But I can't see the chat.
I don't
We'll
think
tell you.
that's legal, but
Tell me.
It's
I
legal
don't
to kiss.
care.
It's
Okay.
legal.
All right, it's time for. Unfortunately, it's time for Robbie to read his script. Take it away, Robbie.
So, Ben, this is a great script. You're gonna love it. This is gonna win the show. It's gonna. You're gonna give me lots of points for this new script. It's called "Sex in the City." The city belongs to her, and it is
Cool.
a
It's a
script
nice
by
title.
Robbie
How
Radcliffe.
powerful.
Wow,
you.
yeah.
Wow.
Cool, great.
So, Ben
Um,
and Lorelei, if you could play the role of Carrie.
Oh, wow.
Carrie doesn't have as
Thank you.
many lines as the character that I will be playing, which is Miranda. But I think that by the time we get to the end of the script, that it will make sense to you.
Hmm. Who would you like
Great.
me to play, Robbie?
Ooh.
I'd
So
Like to play
Robbie?
someone?
I was thinking that
Robbie.
I could do Miranda and Samantha.
No, I'll do
No, I think
Samantha
we should
again.
have Cricket do
I'll do
Samantha.
Samantha
Yeah, let's have
again.
Cricket do
That's cool.
Samantha. Okay,
All
we
right.
gotta get moving because time is
All right, time is ticking
ticks.
away.
Time ticks.
Time ticks, Ben. Love you, Ben.
Love.
Love you, Ben.
Love you, Ben.
It's the part of the
Oh,
show
I-
where we all say we love Ben.
Yes, thank you. This is the part of the show where I'm
Sorry.
showered with love. I know my nose looks extra red tonight. I don't know why.
It's-
Just started.
It's okay.
Wait,
Okay, and thank you. Lorelei is reddening up their nose. If everyone else could redden up their noses as well.
Absolutely.
Robbie, please. Thank you.
How's that? That's pretty red.
That's great. That's great. Very good.
in
Okay.
solidarity.
Okay, so the script is called Sex in the City. The city belongs to her. Ben, when you're ready, if you could start by reading the action lines,
Of course.
action paragraphs throughout the script.
I would be honored. Okay, here we go. The Sex in the City theme plays. Carrie is laying on her stomach and diligently typing on her laptop. She is wearing cargo shorts.
Oh, we got a frozen Ben. Anyone else got a frozen Ben?
We do have to throw
Frozen Ben.
So we have
Well-
this is the part of the show where Ben freezes up.
It looks
'Cause
like he's
he-
about to
uh,
kiss.
Which
He's like
fucking
a,
suck. I froze. I'm back.
You folks,
Yeah.
you're back.
So could you read
Back.
the first line of the
Yes, I will.
thing again? Thank you.
The Sex in the City theme plays. Carrie is laying on her stomach and diligently typing on her laptop. She is wearing cargo shorts, which fucking sucks.
I had complete.
She's reading her own off
had-
of her own laptop right now.
I had completely lost all sense of control. The need to see the thing through pulled me forward. The ghoulish symbols, all the walls around me seemed to become more primitive and brutal. Any recognizable human traits in the depicted figures were lost as the artistry of this grim and forgotten civilization evolved into ancient, ghastly expressions of dominance and violence. With every step forward, I was stepping back through time itself. My mind was on fire with the understanding that I was on a threshold between two truths, one of a developing human world above and one of a supplanted antediluvian society beneath it.
I think Robbie might have plagiarized that from H.P.
Antediluvian.
Lovecraft.
No, it's not. That's ha ha ha.
We're-
Very funny, but this is original. This is original stuff. I don't plagiarize like
Okay.
Cricket
Okay.
does when she
All right.
plagiarizes pornography.
Okay. All right.
I have never plagiarized pornography.
All right,
I
we're gonna
was
lose
like,
the
it,
thread.
them
The
showing off
viewers are
cargo shorts.
it's really
You look-
good.
Lorelei,
viewers are
you
gonna
look
lose
great.
the thread. If
Okay.
you guys keep arguing, viewers are gonna forget about the antediluvian society that Carrie
Okay,
just mentioned.
I'm sorry.
Nice.
Okay. Just as she finishes this final sentence, Samantha and Miranda burst in with then current New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani dressed like an 18th century fop. Is that
Okay.
that's not a bad word, is it?
No,
Fop? No, it means
Okay,
like a
just-
dandy.
yeah,
It sounds bad. I don't know.
Um,
that's because your mind is.
these are antediluvian times, Ben. Fops were like
All right,
dandies.
it's a
people who were
New York
kind.
made a Rudy Giuliani dressed like an 18th century fop.
Carrie, you frazzled witch. You forgot that I was marrying Rudy Giuliani today.
Rudy Giuliani titters like a small titters. Rudy Giuliani titters like a small rodent, and then this sucks. Runs up the wall closest to him, the east wall, and launches himself across the room and through Carrie's bedroom window.
Jesus.
Okay. Go on.
Samantha.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hell and filth! Rudy Giuliani escaped. Now I'm single again. I hope not. Maybe I'm the mayor of New York. Who knows? I am madness incarnate.
Samantha pulls out a sawed-off shotgun and starts firing it in a circle around Carrie's bedroom.
Giuliani, I'll track you through the gates of hell. I'm a wild animal. I can smell your blood.
Rudy Giuliani pokes his head into the busted window frame for a split second. He's wearing one of those weird-ass bird masks people wore to the masquerade balls back in 18th century France. Samantha fires another shotgun round at him, but he titters and skitters away too quickly.
Husband, I can smell the blood in you. Come, ladies, let's descend to the subway and track down my husband. This is marriage. This is my marriage.
Miranda, who looks sick as hell, like she might barf at any moment, and, just so we are clear, has not spoken yet, speaks for the first time. She looks terrified.
What are you talking about, Samantha?
The subway, the veins of this evil city. My husband has become like the animal. We must assume that he's run back into its most poisonous organs so he can fester and grow and grow and grow. I love my husband. He is always so hungry. I love to watch him eat.
What is the subway?
Fool!
I'm sorry. Samantha slams Miranda up against the bookshelf and starts giving her tiny little kisses all over her head.
The subway, the staircases to the shadows below, the great rumbling and gusting, the smoke of the demon. Can't you smell it?
Oh, God.
Doesn't it fill your lungs when... You interrupted my performance. Doesn't it fill your lungs when you stand on its gills?
Tell me what to do.
Tear and shred and bite and breed.
Tear and shred and bite
And breed!
Miranda starts to cry.
What has happened to our hearts?
We must all find husbands.
Carrie has turned back to her computer. She starts reading her own words to herself as she types again.
Fear was with me. How could it be otherwise? My companions were dead, ripped apart. Their gore wrung out on the stone floor of that awful chamber. Yet I was compelled ever forward, deeper, into the great maw that circled me. My torch had failed. The electric excavation lamps were long behind me. Even so, there was light.
I remember my grim palace. I can close my eyes and see it. Yes, I was there. I was Tsarina, and I could summon protectors from the invisible world. I would leave notices stuck to the backs of dead rats, and they would say, "Take him," or "Take them." And when the deed was done, it would be a note left in return. For your protection, left with a finger, or a length of hair, or dipped in blood. History is my prison cell. I won't be denied again.
Ben, I get a green card because that's invisible cops.
Wait,
Oh,
he
cool.
never says that it's Officer Invisible.
It doesn't need to. He's
Yes, in the
he's an
rule it
officer-
says no.
It's an
in the-
office. It's a
Let me
protection
check the
officer.
In the
Check the-
rule,
You know, it doesn't say
says
specifically-
being
it
followed
doesn't say
by
you
an
have to
officer,
write officer invisible.
I think it's implied.
I have to check the rules.
Being followed by an officer, comma.
This is the rule. Samantha receives
it's
word
le-
that
it's
she is
le-
being protected at all times by an invisible police officer, officer invisible.
But it doesn't say that you have to write the word.
Okay, but it does say that she's
invisible.
being protected at all times, and this is written in the past tense,
I
like
think
she
as
used
long-
to be
Fighting!
protected by them.
I think
Lorelai's getting
fighting!
upset. So we should move
Lorelai,
on.
we're
I know this is hard
we-
for you.
So I get the green
But it's
card.
important.
Thank you, Ben.
we're going forward because Lorelai is
There
scared.
it is. Cricket, can you
Lorelai got
read the
scared,
last
so we're
two
going
lines
forward.
in your last set of lines?
Sure. For your protection, left with a finger or a... Wait, it doesn't say on a post-it note. It has to be on a post-it note.
The notes are post-it notes. Cricket.
It doesn't say on a
It's-
post-it note.
It doesn't have to say post-it note. If it says note, it can be implied that it's a post-it
Cricket
note.
is ruining my.
By
script.
saying
I'm
no,
sorry.
you're not saying it's not a post-it note, so it's
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I
No,
just
it's
re-
good.
Guys, just
That's a
remember,
green
like,
card.
from when before we were all like, we love each other.
Yeah,
like,
we
this
love
is
each
all,
other.
like,
No,
that was
I
a great
do-
part.
Don't
I
forget
love-
about
I
that.
love Robbie
Listen,
so
Cricket
much.
was a liar,
because there's an
she's,
audience or
No.
something for
and
you to
she
forget about
is-
that.
No. I do love Robbie. I'm sorry. It's just I love the show too.
Why
and
is
it's hard
my
for
nose?
me not
Why
to
is my
protect-
nose so red?
I don't know.
All right.
Was that for your red nose?
Okay, Cricket. History
Okay.
is my prison cell.
History. Oh, I'm sorry. Those two. History is my prison cell. I won't be denied again.
You have lived before.
I have lived many times.
I can't bear it.
Miranda breaks away from Samantha, who swings at her with the butt of the shotgun. Miranda dodges her and shields herself behind a nearby love.
How do I know that you are who you claim to be?
What's more then? How can you know if you are even yourself?
Don't confuse me.
Come back to me so I can kiss you sweetly.
Who is kissing me? Is it you or is it Tsarina?
This is just about happiness.
It's done.
All right, it's halfway done. That means it's
halfway.
time for the mid-script break.
So this is mid-script break. Lorelei's doing a great job. Cricket is doing everything she can to. She's a U-boat captain. She's firing torpedoes at
Whoa.
the script, and that is wrong.
I don't think that that's true. I think that what I want to say to Cricket is that Cricket's always. I think it's amazing that Cricket always brings it really hard at your scripts. She does an amazing job.
Thank you.
With your scripts, and I think that she added that voice effect, which was incredible. And
Wow.
and
Oh my God.
Pretty
So
lined up.
good.
I can do that
Thank
too.
you, Lorelei.
Yeah.
That's not what she did, Robbie.
A little different, but it's okay. That was a really good. We all have to start somewhere, and
All
some people
right.
have to start with Robbie.
Okay, great. So Robbie, what tell us what Sex in the City means to you?
Sex in the City is a porno that was put on HBO that kids could watch if their parents were in the room.
All pornos. Kids can watch all pornos if their parents let them.
Yes, but Sex in the City was specifically created for that purpose.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's check in with the chat. Juicy says Cricket is slaying this.
Thank you.
Shark Farts, classic Shark Farts, friend
I
of the
love
show.
Shark Fart.
And
Friend of the show, Shark Farts is pointing out that Cricket is
Show?
killing the script, which is
No,
her way of
no.
getting back at me because she
Juicy
knows
said
that
Cricket
I'm-
is slaying this, and that means it's good.
Slaying.
Shark Fart said Ben's nose is red from excitement for his friends, which may be true, but I also think it might just be cold. Mossy Lump, Cricket is genuinely chilling. I agree. Cricket was extremely chilling. And then Dong Lonovan says, "Stop it! You're upsetting Lorelei." And thank you, Dong. We did stop, and we know that
We did
upsetting
stop.
Lorelei.
I would never
We
wanna
love each
upset
other. We
Lorelei.
love you. I love Ben.
Apologize.
I love Lorelei.
The Lorelei. And
Cricket's in a porno. That's
yes,
it.
Cricket is in a porno. Okay, so who's
There's
not
nothing
who's
wrong
not in a porno?
with that.
Honestly,
I mean,
which one of us is not in a porno? Honestly. Okay, let's get back to the script. It's time. Clock's ticking clock, and that's what happens with a clock. All right, I always want to kind of sum up what has happened, but I genuinely never really know. So it's Robbie's script. If you're just tuning in, halfway through Robbie's script, Miranda pulls off one of her hands, revealing a long, flat blade growing from the stump of her wrist. She charges and slashes at Samantha several times quickly. Samantha swings at her again with the shotgun. Miranda slices it in half. One of the cartridges inside explodes when Miranda's blade arm ignites it. Both women stagger back for a moment. Samantha recovers first and punches Miranda directly on her nose, breaking it and sending blood flying everywhere. Miranda shakes off the assault and uses her arm blade to cut off one of Samantha's ears.
ow!
Carrie barely notices the bloody fight happening across the room. She continues reading aloud as she types.
At first, I thought there must be some aperture, some opening allowing the sunlight into the precinct around. However, it quickly became clear that the walls themselves produce their own wan illumination. As I stepped through time before time, the light began to pulse sickly. The mosaics and hieroglyphics were unmistakably savage. They depicted the birth pangs of a twisted civilization whose only inclination seemed to be the exhibition of sin and satanic magic.
Rudy Giuliani leaps back into the room and starts to wildly slash at Miranda and Samantha. Miranda stabs him with her blade arm right through the stomach. Then current New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani screams so loud it shatters the remaining windows in Carrie's apartment. He jumps up through the ceiling and disappears.
Back, Rudy Giuliani.
Samantha gathers up all her jump power and explodes upward like a cannonball through the same
Samantha
hole in the
doesn't
ceiling.
Have that in Sex and the City.
Yeah, they don't
Cricket.
have blade arms either, Cricket.
No, they
What
do.
Yes.
No,
Under
Cricket,
their
you
hands.
can't start.
Everyone can do it.
This is
Okay.
extremely not.
I'm just
okay.
saying, like, Samantha's not
fan
really
fiction.
a jumper.
Cricket.
This is
I'm
fan
just,
fiction.
I don't
Okay?
see it in the
It's
character.
fiction.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Samantha can do that.
Okay. I accept. You're the director. I accept. So I'm gonna gather all my jump power.
Well, okay. Samantha gathers up all her jump power and explodes upward like a cannonball through the same hole in the ceiling. There's a loud groaning sound as the apartment building's structure reacts to the unseen shockwave her super move creates. Miranda is knocked against a far wall. When she looks up, she sees Carrie, still oblivious, still typing, only now her fingers have melted and fused with the keyboard. The clicking on the keys is joined with a new sound that can be described as slick dripping. We see an extreme close-up of Carrie's face. Her eyes are now reflective pools of silver liquid. Miranda stumbles over to her. Carrie continues reading her writing aloud.
I shuddered at the thought of my own research into the microcosms of bacteria and living microorganism whose depraved and instantaneous lifespans existed entirely of birth, violence, consumption, and combustion. The small fires at the end of that process were guiding me forward. Death was producing light. I was a willing passenger in an endless hall of madness and cruelty.
Carrie?
What was waiting for me? The light was getting brighter. And I could hear that dreadful music I had understood to be a preamble to the murder site scene. That awful piping and accompanying drum beat. I recalled the faces of the men I'd witnessed being pulled apart by a warbling force that couldn't be described by any earthly language. A heinous wendigo. The pursuit of that awful thing had led me here to the final moment of my life. It was louder now. The music, it filled my ears like a fattening shriek.
Miranda, covered in blood and limping, places her one remaining human hand on Carrie's head. She takes a deep breath and uses her blade arm to quickly pierce the back of Carrie's neck, just below the skull. Carrie never speaks again. 1 year later, Miranda stands in front of a grave with a headstone that has a flat screen monitor mounted on it, all behind a shield of bulletproof glass. A long cable protrudes from the side of the monitor, running down the side of the headstone and into the soil beneath it. Miranda is holding a shovel because she works at the graveyard.
I thought you'd want to know. I've just come from burying Samantha. She finally caught up to Rudy Giuliani. He was in the subway tunnels, just like he said, deep down. But what Samantha didn't know is that he had perfected a form of mutant duplication. There were dozens of Rudy Giulianis waiting for her down there. She killed every single one, but they killed her too. I wish I could have been the one to kill her. I hated her, but I also respected her for her ability to access the fourth dimension with her mind. As you can imagine, the world has changed a lot.
Miranda pauses as if waiting for a response.
When they found her body, it had been decaying for weeks among all the dead Rudy Giuliani clones. Apparently, the retrieval teams had to go in one at a time and pick up handfuls of corpse muck. The Rudys decayed much faster than a normal human body due to being much more unstable on a cellular level. A priest was sent in to ensure that any remaining magic was exorcised. I saw him afterwards, and you want to know what he told me?
Oh, is that me?
Yeah.
The wind picks up.
Oh, sorry,
Leaves
that
are
was
blown everywhere. Somewhere nearby, a rook crows sadly.
He told me that even though she was dead as hell, Samantha looked like she was filled with light. She laid on top of all those Rudy Giuliani clone bodies, but it was as if she levitated above them, as if all the energy she carried with her throughout her insane life was radiation being released from within.
There's a electric chime as the screen turns on. It is static at first and then descending bands of color. Miranda takes a step back as the video is distorted and warped into the obvious shape of Carrie's face. Carrie groans and her voice sounds like it is being drawn through a metal pipe.
Carrie, you can hear me.
Miranda, I'm in hell and the devil is with me.
Later, someone bulk orders crackers and doesn't have a place to store them. Someone has sex with a cake.
Is that?
Those are the
rules.
script.
Wait, really?
It happened.
Who does
You
it?
can't question.
Who does
Doesn't
it?
matter.
Who
It's
orders the crackers?
Robbie's right that it happened and you can't question
Okay.
it because
It's
All
on
right.
the page.
Okay.
It's
I
on
just
the page.
I like to know
really
a
at
little
this
bit
point
more.
it's up to chat.
It's
Okay.
action on
Can
the
we
page.
ask
That's
chat?
how
Can we
it
ask
works.
chat red or green card
Yeah,
about
well,
that?
we're gonna
Chat
get a
is
question
amazing.
here.
The chat's been amazing.
Um,
Oh, that's great.
The chat is
The
amazing.
chat is amazing. Let's give it up for chat. They're trying to actually tell me what to do a little bit, but I said no. Okay, someone says very accurate of the 2000s economy. Morning Woody says if you watched more Sex and the City, you'd know about the jump power.
Yeah, Cricket only watched one
Me?
episode. I watched every single one.
That one, Angie says, wow, Robbie's on an A game tonight.
Yeah, well, guess what?
Robbie did do good. I'll say that.
Monster Lumps of Savage. Yep, that's Lovecraft for you. People are trying to so someone says Terminator 3 vibes, which I think might.
It's an interesting reaction.
Morning Woody wants to know what kind of cake.
What kind of cake? It was a carrot cake, I guess.
And
I just want to say that there are some red cards in there.
But it was like a porno that no one watched.
Shark Kitty says it's cheating.
That's not cheating.
But I don't think it's cheating. And then someone else says it's not creative, but he did do it.
It is.
And I think
Maybe that is
true.
the answer.
Okay.
It's on the page.
Well, we have no more time for this.
Great.
So yes, Robbie did do something never before seen. It's time to vote. So put in your votes. Go to tinyurl.com/fanficsd. That's tinyurl.com/fanficsd. Put in your vote. The polls are open. And while those polls are open, we're going to do my favorite part of the show, the costume contest. All right, our first costumes from Steve Brady.
Lorelei gets to judge this.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Lorelei gets
Oh,
to
I
judge.
do?
Yeah, you get
Lorelei,
to
you
judge the costume
contest.
Amazing!
Yeah.
This is the best day ever.
So, I actually don't know anything about Sex and the City, so I don't know who Steve Brady is.
Steve Brady is Miranda's gets her
Oh, that's good. Yes, that's good.
pregnant. Yeah.
Okay, we think it's good. All right, next.
Right before she uses her jump power.
Okay, so this is a
Alright.
2-part one.
Okay, what's going on here?
So there are reference photos with all of them.
Oh, I see. I get it.
They
Yeah.
did 3.
I
That's
mean,
a pretty big
They
deal.
did more. There's another slide.
What?
Oh my
The
god.
hell
All right,
what
let's
kind
see
of
it.
show
Let's
is
see the
this?
next one.
Showing pornos.
So all
Wow.
yeah,
Really went above and beyond.
yeah,
Truly above and beyond.
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I
Um,
like it.
Yeah. Okay, that's awesome. Next.
I think kind of the first picture, this person looks like a dead body though.
Okay, is that a
See,
wait.
like that doesn't look like. I know that episode, the sushi episode, but that looks dead. So
Mm.
that's my only criticism is
Okay,
that you
all right,
look less
all right.
dead.
What
Next,
are those
moving on.
Next. And okay, we got Joe Botnick.
I think that looks. I think you can tell that you tried very hard. I think that's very good. But I think that in the stance in your body, you're not really showing us the character the way that, like, she's embodied. Because it's not about what she's wearing. It's not that the clothes are wearing her. It's that she's wearing the
it's her
clothing.
energy. It's her amazing
Yeah,
energy,
like
which,
her energy
which
spot.
basically
That's my only.
frames the show with such a likable, wonderful character.
Mhm.
Okay, next slide, please.
Who are these people supposed to be?
I believe it's all 4 of them.
Who's the one in the suit?
That's Miranda.
Miranda's got.
'Cause Miranda's always wearing suits.
A figurine.
Yeah, but her hair's not black.
I like the one with the
Well-
coming in through the door. What do you think that's about? All right, we got to move
Hey,
forward.
what
We
the hell's
love this.
going on with that door? By
Next
the way?
one.
Why is the
Confusing.
handle?
Next.
Why is the door handle? Go back to
No,
that
we got to
door.
we got to keep going forward. This one.
I think this
That
is
thing's gonna Keep
perfect.
me up all night.
I think this
This
is
is
absolutely perfect.
really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really good.
It's
All
like
right.
very to the point. All the characters, we can feel them.
And the energy. Yeah. Next.
Yeah.
The energy. That's funny.
Yeah, that
Okay,
one's
we
good.
got it. This is good. Well framed.
This is
Well
good.
done.
Yeah,
All right, next.
I believe that's the last one.
Okay, all right. Lorelei, unceremoniously, who wins?
The one with the black dresses all
Mm.
over. Yeah.
Black dresses.
Controversial.
Great.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Black
sure what that
dresses.
person's name was, but I'll be
Trash
emailing them
edition.
a certificate.
They'll get their winner's certificate. Wait, just a round of applause for everybody who sent in, and just if you want to be a part of the costume contest in the future, next week, our theme for next week is Star Trek: The Next Generation. and send your costume pics to fanficshowdown@gmail.com. That's fanficshowdown@gmail.com. Send in your stuff. All
What the
right,
hell is that?
costume contest is over. The polls are still open. Go to tinyurl.com/fanficsd and vote for. At this point, if you're just tuning in, just vote for Robbie or Cricket, whoever you like better.
I think it's important that they vote for me because
Meanwhile, while the polls are
I just
still
want
open,
them to vote for
we
me
have
or
a
Robbie.
surprise quiz for Lorelei.
Hey,
Time
it's
for
a
the
surprise.
quiz.
I love attention.
All right, Lorelei, here's the deal. You get 3 questions. If you get 2 out of 3 right, you pass at least. If you don't, you are banished from the show for eternity. Okay, so here's how it goes. We're going to show you a quiz.
No.
I'm sorry. We're going to show you a quote, and you have to tell me if it's from the show Sex and the City or if it's not from the show Sex and the City. If it's something maybe I wrote or something.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Sex is simple, but also complex. It makes me feel powerful, but also so not powerful. Ugh, I love sex. Don't we all?
From the Sex and the City.
No, I wrote that. So,
if you would really watch the whole show, you would know.
first one wrong. So you got to get the next 2 right.
Okay, Lorelei.
You got to get the next 2 right. It's okay. All right, next one. Pecker, Wang, hoo-ha, wiener, Johnson, ding-dong. Whatever you want to call it, it is fine. All I know is me and my friends can't get enough of it.
You.
Yeah, I wrote that.
You wrote all of them, I bet.
I wrote that one. Okay, number 3. If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito.
You?
It wasn't me. It was the Dalai Lama.
Yeah. So that was,
Well, but it wasn't Sex and the City.
I know. I don't know what to. Cricket, what do you think?
So you can't banish me.
I
but
mean,
Dalai Lama was in the Sex in the City.
I think if
But he
Lorelei's
was
the
not.
first person to ever get 2 right, they should be banished.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you, as the first person to ever pass the quiz,
Wait. Hold on.
you,
Yeah.
you are
Hold on.
banished.
Hold on for a second.
Okay.
Whoa,
Okay.
that's pretty crazy. She's the
Just hold on.
Lorelai's the first person to win the quiz.
Yeah, so I think
Yeah.
they should be banished.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
What do you think,
Lorelai.
Robbie?
Yeah, I guess they should go.
Robbie.
But wait,
look-
Lorelai, listen,
Robbie,
though.
can you look into my eyes really quick?
I
and
can't
just
because
remember
your eyes
kind
are,
of the
your
bond
eyes are
that we
big and
have.
scary, and I.
And no,
don't
wait.
do
Can
eye
you just-
contact well?
I know, but you
He
do
is
it with,
really bad at eye contact.
Yeah,
but
I
you
don't
do
think
it with me. You do it with me because you know me and you love me and you trust me. You would never banish me. So I just
All right.
want you to remember that, and I don't want you to
Lorelai,
remember.
all right. Yeah,
Okay.
Lorelai's right.
And
We're
I
both
just
from
need that,
Florida. Lorelai can stay. That's
Okay.
that's
Okay,
my vote.
I accept it. I just want to say I didn't want to banish you because I don't love you. It's because I love you too much. It's too powerful for me sometimes.
It's north versus south.
All right. Well,
Okay.
the final. Since I'm actually the hero of the show, Lorelei, you're banished. I'm sorry. I don't know why, but something just you're banished.
No.
Lorelai, it's okay. Thank you for being such a wonderful guest and reading my script so well, and for secretly doing a bad job on Cricket's
No,
script.
you did a great job on my script,
Oh,
but
that's
you're banished.
great.
If you could cover your webcam.
Okay,
with
we
your
have
finger.
all
Thank
our
you.
responses in. This one is a little bit closer than it normally is. It's not a landslide, but there is a clear winner.
Mm.
The winner of tonight is Robbie Ratcliffe, everybody.
Oh,
We need
oh, it
that
is closer
landslide.
than usual.
57% of the vote.
What was it? 87%.
You got 58% of the vote. You got
58.
58% of the vote.
If you
Yeah,
if you flip 58,
Lorelai?
that's 85, and that means that I'm going to do something that's never been done before on Fanfiction Showdown, which is I want to share my joy, my win with Lorelai, because
Thank
if
you.
it wasn't for Lorelai and everything they did to make my script the best script, then we wouldn't be here today. And just remember, going forward, that there are definitely deeper subway tunnels underneath the city of New York than anyone has ever understood. And if you go down there with, bring one of those long-lasting lithium battery torches.
Congratulations, Robbie. I think you did such a great job.
But if I could finish my speech, because you don't want those things coming out, because if you ever read Clive Barker's Midnight Meat Train, that's a real story, and watch yourselves down there because of the brain that thinks in violence.
Also, I just want to say we've raised pretty much over $2,000, so we're matching it completely. So thank you guys for sending us your receipts and all that. That was cool. Thanks, Robbie. Thanks, Cricket. Thank you. It's sad that Lorelei is gone forever. But if you want to, again, play along with the costume contest, send your thing to fanficshowdown@gmail.com for Star Trek The Next Generation. What else do I say? I think that's it. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We love you. Stay safe.
We're all worthy of love.
We're all worthy of love.
We're all worthy of love.
Hi, Lorelei. Goodbye, Lorelei.